Alright. Now, who would know something about old legends? About Skyloft. Also, he'd probably like to know what happened to his daughter. Hey K-Pora Gaybora, how you doing?
Hey.
Hello, yeah, Danny. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Danny, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have had this destiny thrust upon you without warning, or choice for that matter, but I wish to help you as best as I can. I'm getting older, and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I'll be glad to tell you what I know. Actually, what do I know of the Triforce? Danny, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of these tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Danny, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject. Ah, lame.
Hey.
Danny, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levias, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levias has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Where is he? Yes, I fear that might be your next question. About that. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently I've heard rumors suggesting that Levias is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Owlin to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Owlin can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed. Owlin. I like your room, dude. A lot of plants. Ah, Danny, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levias? Ah, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levias is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levias that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levias, but the last time I approached him, he came rushing at me, and his eyes, they were full of malice. People change, or old wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levias? That's impossible. I don't think Levias is capable of listening, not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it will likely end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. What? You're still planning on going? I see, it's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. And suddenly... Whoop.
Hey.
Levias is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, Danny, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levias of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press A. The acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. It is a technique that only senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First, dive off this platform and call your bird. You can't even really call this an upgrade, because it doesn't really do anything your other attack didn't. Listen up. I taught your left wing before a spiral charge and you press A. Ten targets under 2 minutes, recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Off you go. Look, really, it's not all that different. I missed. Ah. I hate those crows so much. You managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I know you could do it, Danny. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified bird rider. The next thing we'll have to do is address just how to go about finding Levias. Maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levias. Go to the pumpy lumpkin and ask him what he knows. You got it. What's the matter? You look, you got something mighty serious on your mind. Levias? What about him? Sure, I know Levias well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet made this year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say you'll deliver a pot of my soup to Levias? I don't know how you plan to find that huge thunderhead brewing up there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levias the best batch of soup ever. You wait right here. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. That was quick. Voila, here he's still holding his dish and cloth. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, and I have to say, this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever created. I still really want to try some. I will signal for the robot. Don't even have to ask this time, it's just... Miss Fee, I'm here. It's Mistress Fee to you. I feel like it just slides. Oh, there's another heavy load, but don't worry, I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside. I can take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. The place where I offer soup to Levias is inside the Thunderhead Cloud on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Good luck. Right. To the Thunderhead. Kinda hard to miss. That island. Hey! Screw you, asshole. Got all 3 of these to grab, which we'll do in a sec. I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. I picked an odd place for soup delivery. It feels dangerous. Something could jump out of us jump out at us at any moment, hungry for soup. A robot. I'm out of here. See you around. It's a whale. With eyeballs coming out of it. Great Spirit of the Skies, Levias. It's a boss! Oh wow, this music sounds good with headphones on. Ow. It's got tail whipped. The only fight actually involving your bird. I don't think these things actually do anything. Oh, they hurt you on contact. My depth perception is all sorts of off in this fight. Come here. Why are you so fast, Levias? Yeah. That thing is ugly. Ocular Parasite Delicite. This thing is really easy. Right, I take out the wings. Whatever direction he's slashing, he sends his little spitball that way. And then he exposes his eye because he's stupid. After a while, he starts switching positions. He has eyes on his fins. That is creepy. This fight doesn't even pretend to be difficult. He keeps going the same direction. You even trying, dude? All Levias needed was an exterminator. So the thing was probably attached to his brain. We just blew it up. So, rip Levias. Game over. Nah, he's fine. And so is the Thunderhead somehow. I don't know how that works. Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delicious, delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levias. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me as ward of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Danny, is it? A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy, and I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see it now. Danny, you are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce. Right. As I suspected. Listen closely and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock he calls Skyward. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now. Oh, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song, meant to be played on that harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split the song into 4 parts. She entrusted one part to me and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of these parts of the Song of the Hero. Seek out the dragons and convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found in Pharaoh Woods, Elden Volcano, and the Nehru Desert. Go on then, find the dragons you now seek. And yeah, the Thunderhead is all cleared up now. It makes absolutely no difference. Those weird snake things are still flying around. And so is Levias. He's freaking huge on the map. Look at that. Splat. Palm bag. We'll just grab these really quick. Can't actually go that way. Oh, what use is looking above the ground if it doesn't even let you do it outside the dungeon? It's dumb. The final bottle. Oh, to hell with you, dude. You know what, I'm not even going to come back for the final reward, because it's just another quiver. We don't need it. Well, I mean, we have to fly back here to talk to Levias again anyway at that point, but I don't know, it just doesn't... It just feels redundant at that point. We don't need another quiver. I think this is the one I actually wanted. Yeah, heart piece. 2 to go. I know where both of them are. One of them we can get right now, actually. But we need to go back to Skyloft. Also, I'm going to cut it again. This is running a bit long, so 1 moment.